Hello, everybody. Excited Utterance here. My name's Hella, and hello, Dali. You're going to have to wait a second because, well, we've decided that by popular demand, which means everyone needs to hurry up and get in here, we are doing Judge Mary Perry. Mary Perry. Yes, because she is... Well, she's supposed to be censured, which means that she's supposed to have 30 days of unpaid leave. But as we discovered last time that we did this, that was, what do you call it? She's on probation from that or something, which means she doesn't even have to serve it. She's on the bench anyway. And she does the whole spurging, splatting, blah, blah. You're a psycho! All that kind of thing. So... hello, Dali. Hang on. Oops. Hey. How are you?
How are you?
Good. You in a good mood today?
I am good.
Yeah. Hello, Huffers. You are here. Oh no, my earphones are having a little spack attack. It's okay. Can I hear you? Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, I just muted myself. Whoops. I don't know how. Okay. Lord, okay.
I couldn't hear you because my earphones just decided they've only got 10% of their...
Yeah, no, you sounded really quiet all of a sudden, and then I realized...
it was you.
Okay.
Okay. No, they'll last a fair bit longer. It's just I thought that I couldn't hear you because of my earphones, but actually you were just boobering.
No, I just adjusted my mic and hit the off button. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Professional.
Anyway, professional. Okay, so we did the Mary Perry introduction, as in we showed who she was, we played her little campaign clip, and we also went through her censure document, which showed that she's been a bit naughty. She's been playing with her meds or taking too many meds, and then the Supreme Court in Nevada came along and said, you know what? You really can't be doing that, lady, because you're a family court judge and you make a lot of very important decisions about whether people can get divorced and whether or not they can have custody of their children. And you need to take a little break. But we're going to hold off that break so you can go and have a training course on how to manage your outbursts. Take the training course, but you can still keep judging. How that works, I don't know. So she didn't even have to take the training course immediately. She had to take the training course within like 2 months or something. So she could still continue like splattering and spurging all over the place at people. She got a little rap on the knuckles, public rap on the knuckles, by the way. But then she could still go back and be a judge.
Of course.
Of course. So now we're going to watch one of her hearings from 2022. I think there's not that much of her more recent stuff online. I wonder why. But there's actually a series of these. We're going to watch one of the more interesting ones. And this one is... Hey, half Irish. Love ya, half Irish. Always rely on you. Okay, so this one is Simpson versus Maxwell matter before the Mary Perry family court. Okay, and things get a little bit heated in this one, as you would expect, before Judge Mary Perry. I can't decide whether I like her or not.
Yeah.
I think I'm more like her than don't like her.
Same.
So, yeah, I think I kind of like her. I think I do kind of like her. All right, let's get into it. Let's watch what happens in this. Get ready for some spurging and spitting. Let's go.
I gave her
hang on, wait. Let's go back.
Okay, good afternoon. We are on the record in case number D206173113C, Simpson versus Maxwell. May I please have Mr. Harris's appearance?
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Hang on. Fix this down.
Is he about to do a line?
Gregory Simpson. I'm appearing in that bold capacity and my client is online.
All right, welcome. Mr. Howard.
Hey, good afternoon, Judge. Attorney Jack Howard, bar number 1885. My client, Kristen, is appearing telephonically as well.
Telephonically.
Okay, fantastic. We were having a little bit of time getting her over with us. Mom, are you currently doing the patch program?
Oh, what's the patch program?
Pause.
Hello? Brianna?
What's the patch program?
I actually had to look this up because
Yeah.
I was curious about it as well. It is you can pee in a cup, you can get hair tested, but the pee test only lasts maybe a month for marijuana. Something's only a couple days. And then the
Right.
hair follicle, and then these people play games and don't go for testing because they had COVID or make excuses. So the patch is something they literally put on your arm. It's like a device that monitors your sweat, and I believe it's once a week. So it's on there, and then you have to go to a location, they put it on, clean your arm, put it on, then you go back a week later, they take it off and put a new one on, and then they test it and see if you were doing any drugs.
Okay. So
It's
rather
very
than doing
expensive.
a urine analysis.
Yeah, it's expensive though.
So is it like more regular analysis of your drug levels rather than just doing a urine analysis? And
Yeah, because it's like
that point in time?
24/7 analysis.
Okay.
Or like they
Okay.
can tell. Yeah.
So you can't escape it.
No, and they look
Sounds
for like tampering and stuff like that.
Yeah. It sounds like it's pretty full on. Like you really can't escape that thing.
No.
Yeah. Suffer.
So yeah, they put you on there at the end.
Yeah.
With like your last
Okay,
one.
you are doing it. I want to ask you something, and this is in no way ever going to be one of my orders. Okay.
And yes.
If this one medication is the only one that you can take while you're breastfeeding, have you considered stopping breastfeeding and getting off of this medication and going to one that would not give a false positive?
Stopping breastfeeding.
If this is the one I'm thinking of, a woman keeps testing positive for meth. That's another thing with the patch things is there are things that can give false positives. So this woman keeps testing positive like every single time for meth.
Right.
And she swears she's not doing meth. And she just gave birth to a baby, if I recall correctly, who did not test positive for meth.
Okay.
So she's like, okay, well, let's get a list of medication and look into this.
Yep.
And see, are these medications known to give false positives?
Yep. That's sad.
And yeah, it's so there are defendants that are like innocent and trying to do the right thing, and then it keeps saying, oh, it's false or it's a positive.
Okay. I wonder whether it's like there are some medications like topiramate and things like that they have like some sort of stimulant in them, or maybe ADHD medication.
Yeah, I think that's one of the.
But you shouldn't be breastfeeding on those. I think they contribute.
No, I think it was somebody else. But this might have been the woman with blood pressure issues because she had something wrong with her heart.
Hey Donna, how are you? I've heard that. I think they have monitors for alcohol too.
Oh yeah,
sure they do.
Not that I know firsthand, but
oh no, you wouldn't know. No, because you're not breastfeeding.
No, well,
no,
not
at the moment anyway.
Yeah, not at the moment. I mean,
no.
Oh, not weird. I'm not gonna do it on camera.
Judge, I can.
Matt, how's it going?
I don't mean to. I'd like to. I have talked to my expert about the medication that Brianna is on, and he does not think that the medication would necessarily create a false positive. And he has. Was the court able to read my expert's preliminary
can you pause
report?
real quick?
No, I don't. I have not.
I will just say though that as a brother who was in prison for a few years with drug issues, who struggled with addiction, and my mom and I, when he got sober and he got clean, we kind of laughed about it and talked about the experience. And I was like, okay, what happens if you fail a drug test? And he was like, Oh, you ask him to send it to a different lab. That way it buys you a few days. And he's just, could test it at a different lab. So these people all, like, my point is these people all have a system. Like, if they fail, then they do this next, and then they do this next, and they try to buy as much time as possible.
Yeah.
While looking innocent. So people like this judge or parole officers, they get fed up and they don't believe anything.
Yeah. No, I completely understand that. Like, they would hear every story under the sun.
Oh, yeah. And my brother's like, oh, yeah, and I had a system for getting detoxed real quick. Like, I'd drink this tea mixture real quick over a few days and do this and then hope and pray. Or maybe I'd have a condom of urine or have this other system. Yeah.
Oh, God, a condom of urine. Okay. Ooh.
But you have to tape it to your leg so it's your body temperature.
TMI.
Not seen a preliminary report. I see. Okay, it was just filed. No, because I usually prepare no later than the Friday before the week that we have it.
Well, Judge, what we did is we filed notice of our expert witness last week.
Yes, I did see that.
I asked Mr. Berkable, and I've talked to him a number of times, and earlier today as well. He had to go through all of the prior testing to form his opinions, and so I have some very, I hope, positive recommendations for Your Honor.
Well, the big problem that I have, sir, is even when I gave her the benefit of a doubt and tried to send her down for drug testing, she did not bother to go. She has yet to follow my orders on the drug testing.
Okay, let me
sir, until your client is willing to do it on my time, not on her time, I don't believe her now.
Okay, Judge, may I know I was a participant last time when you were obviously upset. I have a recommendation. I have a recommendation to you, and I would like you to consider it before making a ruling. So what we have here, and I've given the expert all of our results from ATI, from GRI, as well as options. So, and I was supposed to have the most recent options results available for our expert. As I'm just telling you.
I know, I don't have it either, so I can't.
Okay. Anyway, my expert was waiting for that to do a more inclusive report and recommendation. However, that being stated, okay, this is what I strongly recommend the court to do. Mr. Berkebile founded ATI. There is nobody with qualifications that match his. I will tell you from the information that he has received from on the options patch, the GRI, and the ATI. He has a very strong suspicion of environmental contamination. And I will tell you,
environmental contamination.
It's been.
Hang on, is this the Ricada household? Just 2 minutes. Is it?
I mean,
is that what he's talking about?
Yeah.
Environmental contamination.
It's so theoretically possible.
Around,
yeah.
And therefore, like, it's only just a little bit, and it's like under the fingernails or in the hair or something like that.
Yeah. Or a officer had cocaine on their hands and went and touched Ricada's child's hair.
Well, yeah.
That was Chrissy Mayer's theory. And this is the kind of stuff, like, and then lawyers have to come in and then argue this stuff for their client, and they sound crazy.
They sound crazy. Yeah.
And they know it's BS, and the judge knows they know it's BS and knows they have to argue this stuff for their client because that's their job. And the judge hears this stuff all day, every single day. All these little excuses. I would. Yeah. I mean, I don't excuse the lengths she went to or how what she said, but it drives you crazy because everybody tries to lie to you and just find little ways to justify. Or like they're like, oh, well, I missed it because I had COVID. Well, show me your test. And this happened. And the guy shows her his test, or the woman, it shows the judge their test, and it was negative.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And she's like, this is negative. Where's the positive test? Well, I don't have that one at the moment, but I had COVID and they didn't want me to go in and test.
Okay, so she was probably patient for a while.
I've seen all these videos a lot. And some people she is patient with and gives them chances, and then they don't get tested the next day.
Yeah.
And they screw around. And it's a slap in the face.
Yeah, and when they come back with this shit, then she starts yelling.
Because like the few times you show kindness and understanding and give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
And they throw it in your face.
Yeah.
Yeah, like politicians lying to us.
Yeah.
There's been a number of national cases reported on possible environmental contamination on the patches.
Sweet, mate.
I'm sure you're familiar with Attorney Fran Forsman.
Yes, Jenny.
A former U.S. public defender. She successfully argued against...
Mr. Howard, this is stuff for trial. I'm not going to sit here, take a look at this here. I also know that Options has federal certification that this stuff don't happen. Okay, Mr. Harris will probably put the person who runs Options as his expert witness. I don't know, but this is for trial. I am not changing the orders today.
May I be heard? May I make a record with your permission?
You may make a record, but this is a hearing for the status of the patch program, not on your expert witness.
I would propose that you order testing of hair and urine through ATI for the next 30 to 60 days until trial. And if she tests dirty on any one of those hair or urine tests from ATI, that you go back to the supervised visitation.
I'm not changing it from supervised right now. I have given Mom an opportunity. I've given her the opportunity to go over there without her knowing she's going to be going. So no, I'm not going to be doing this. Whenever I have attempted to send her, give her the benefit of a doubt, she has put it off for the 3 or 4 days or just not gone. Everybody knows it only takes 3 or 4 days for meth to get out of the system, and then she's going to pretty well be clean.
Not on hair, Judge. I strongly
disagree. It will be on the urine. I've given her the opportunity.
I'm not talking about
Mr. Howard, do not raise your voice with me.
You're raising it to me, Judge. And I would suggest that if you can't be neutral, that maybe you should disqualify yourself.
I am being neutral, but every expert that we have had come in here, including the person from Options, has stated she is a very heavy drug user. She is an addict. Now, I have not had the opportunity to read your expert report. We are coming up. We got calendar call on July 20th.
My God.
The evidentiary on August the 15th, but I'm not going to read one expert report without having the rebuttal report. I'm not going to compare. I'm not going to read your expert report until I have a rebuttal report.
What do you expect?
Well,
you keep talking about it.
I moved heaven and earth to get you a report today.
And that's not what we are here for. We are here to see if Mom has returned to the patch program and what has been going on. That's what we are here for today.
I think it is unfair to my client, unfair to the child, to continue supervised visitation.
Mr. Howard, I gave your client an opportunity at 2 different times. The first time she said that she had COVID, so I waited until before the last hearing where I would have gotten the report back, and I ordered it again. She never bothered to go either time. That's disrespect to the court.
See what I was saying?
I I am very respectful to your.
No. I'm not saying
All
you're
I'm
right,
saying-
sir, Mr. Howard. I'm not saying you're disrespectful. I'm saying her not going down to ATI and testing at a time when she wasn't expecting it.
And
That
was
was
some time ago.
disrespectful.
Don't hurt
Okay,
me, Judge.
That was some time ago.
No, that was just that was one of the last orders from this court. That was right before our last hearing. That was not some time ago.
That was, and that's before I had the
That was
ability.
before you sat there and you've helped her get a little bit clean now, and she knows she can last for 60 days or so. You know what? At some point here over the next 60 days, I may send her once, I may send her twice, I may send her 4 times. But I will be the one who controls when she goes. Not you, not her. If she does not respond within 4 hours of receiving my order, of you receiving my order, she will be deemed dirty. I will do that, but she's not going to know when the test is coming up.
Well, I will just.
I didn't know that was like a legal term. She will be deemed dirty. She will be deemed dirty. I didn't think you could say that. But apparently you can. You still with us, Dali?
Yeah. All I have to say about that, she will be deemed
A dirty woman.
Sorry. Yeah, I won't use that again. See, you removed it, and months later, there was a perfect opportunity for it.
I did get rid of it because you were using it too much.
I know I was, but
You were.
yeah.
I was just. You were so overusing the dirty woman sound effects that I had to get rid of it. And fine. So you went and got it back, did you? Dirty woman.
Just for this.
Okay, fine. We're deleting it after this. What's with the deemed dirty bullshit?
Dirty
You'll be
drug
deemed
test.
dirty?
Yeah, you failed the drug test. So
Okay,
she automatically assumes you failed the drug test for the record.
That's not going to look nice on the public record. She will be deemed dirty.
Well, it's a phrasing, and why? I had a roll of paper towels on my desk, and all of a sudden it just starts unraveling and moving. And
Oh, life is just unraveling for you right now. You've lost your dirty woman sound effect, and your paper towels are unraveling. Dear me.
carpet beetles.
Oh yeah, the carpet beetles. Let's not talk about the carpet beetles right now. We're going to talk about that later.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is wow. Well, okay, I take back some of what I said last week. Oh, you liked her last week, didn't you, John? I actually don't disagree with the things she's saying. She's being a bit full on,
Yeah,
but
kind of spurging out.
she's spurting out. As per my thumbnail, did you see that there was spit and everything on the
Yeah.
thumbnail? Yeah, there was spit. Spit, splutter, spoke. Okay, so what she's getting at though is that he's trying to make an argument of an expert witness. So he's trying to say things like, "Oh, it's environmental factors. It's been proven that these sorts of things can come." Tests can come up positive because of environmental factors, very similar to the stuff we've all been talking about in the last couple of months in relation to the Ricada case about the one child, but potentially, some people are saying, the 9-year-old may have come in contact with the cocaine because of environmental factors, but then some people are saying, no, that's not possible because it was found in their hair follicle. And the judge was like, no, I don't, you're not to be opining on that. You can't be speaking about that. That's for trial, right? So stop it. Stop trying to explain away that for your client. Your client has not been going and taking the test when I've told her to. So I tell her she has to go and take a test, and she just doesn't go. She doesn't turn up. And she spreads the period of time out so she knows that she can have longer for it to come out of her system. Kind of like we've all been discussing previously when we pressed the pause button. Dali was talking about his brother. And what did you say? That it takes certain period of time for it to come out of his system?
Well, it depends on the drug. Like marijuana in your urine
Yeah.
is like a month. Know that personally. Other drugs are a few days, or it depends, but each drug is a little different.
Hey, do ask, if someone defect a Muppet in this Lowe's place with that voice of his, it would be perfect. Oh my god, it would. Oh, you're so right. She is overreaching a little bit, though. She is.
Okay, let me just say, at the end of the day, there are children involved. If she
Yeah.
gets something wrong, children get hurt or could die. So, yeah, they take it seriously.
I get it. I'm so torn with this woman. I like her, but then I'm like, oh, yes, stop being such a cow.
I know.
All right, let's keep going.
We're on the record. Hold on, please. That I'm sitting next to her mom as we speak.
He is a
This
Muppet.
family has spent close to $20,000 to demonstrate that she's committed to her child and that she's not using substance. So why would somebody spend $20,000 if they're going to be testing dirty? And what all this information, and it's not, we are lawyers, not scientists.
I
But
realize
all
that,
of the
sir.
research,
But the science
all
has
of
been
the
coming.
research,
The sciences has been coming back. She is the only one who consistently tests dirty out of all of the options people I have. She is the only one. So how is she the only one who's having contamination problem? These
well,
are
you know,
questions. These are questions that will be answered in once the plaintiff has an opportunity to designate their expert and to get us a report.
may I ask for if we're going down this again? My expert says that ATI, their controls are such that they are pretty much bulletproof, and he has real problems with options in terms of possible contamination. Would you, in order for me to give more information to my expert, would you issue your order making available all of the prior tests?
I am willing to allow all of the prior tests because I'm pretty sure it's going to be available to Mr. Harris's expert. So for your expert, I will allow all prior tests to be given over. I will allow that.
Would you in your
Your
order?
expert needs to have the entire picture. So yes, I will allow that.
Okay.
I'm sure that happens, Harsh.
And we will continue to test at ATI
Correct.
and make those
Correct.
available.
And at some point over the between now and July, she can expect to be sent 2 or 3 different times. But I will be the one who controls the 2 or 3 different times. She's not going to know when it's going to happen.
So she's going to be sent to ATI?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
I will send her to
Okay.
ATI. It's going to be at her cost, and it will be at least twice, possibly more.
That would be great.
Oh, it'd be great. Love that.
We're in favor of that, Judge.
Yeah, I mean, right
Okay,
now she's still just got her Saturday at 12 p.m. until Sunday at 8 p.m. So she's still got her overnights. It's just I put her back on that with her mother being the supervisor.
So let me just make sure that I communicate to, she goes by Brianna, not Kristen, that she will
Okay.
I
be
call her
ordered
Mom.
to take, okay, Mom, that I'm going to tell Mom that there's going to be an order issued by you for random testing, and she is to go to ATI within a 4-hour window for testing.
Correct.
Am I clear on that?
That's 4 hours from when you receive it, so you need to make sure your staff knows to immediately send it to her.
Well, I will tell my staff that if I'm absent, that we will, that they're to put that as a priority.
Yes.
Am I to understand that testing at ATI will be urine and hair?
It will be urine and hair, and if I can find a place who would do blood, if that's something that would work, I would do that too. Because I mean, you can't get any clearer than the blood.
If I can get my expert those options, and then we have the testing through ATI. When we return, Judge, I'm hopeful that you will have.
Yeah. By the way, do I have your permission to directly email your client the order for drug testing?
You absolutely do.
Okay, then we will also email it to her. So, you may want to have your staff call her, check your email. There's an order there. That way she doesn't miss it not being there, because I will not accept that as an excuse.
I have let her know when that order is issued, there will be no exceptions. I don't care whether she's in the middle of a job. Obviously, she's not going to vacation.
What kind of job?
But she'll comply. I guarantee you.
What kind of job?
Okay.
What?
Okay.
All right. So we're going to do that because, I mean, trust me, I would love to prove to come in here to show that she is in fact clean. I want that, but right now I'm going to err on the side of caution for this child. And she's at least got overnights and quality time with her child. She's not tied down to Donna's house or just a couple of hours a week.
I wasn't trying to be rude to you at any time at this.
You think?
No,
right.
I love
You
that.
want an order from the hearing?
Yes, I'm going to need an order from the hearing, but I really need to give Mr. Harris an opportunity. Sir, do you have anything you want to say?
A couple of things, Judge. I didn't quite get is she on the options patch program now?
She is on the options. My staff was guaranteed I would have a copy of a report prior to us getting here, but you see, none of us has got it. So even options agrees that she is on the patch.
So,
secondly, my client was wondering if he could get one weekend a month, what he would like to do if he'd like to have more, but obviously he was wondering if every other week or at least one weekend a month.
No, I'm not. Right now, we have cut mom. We've cut mom down. Couple more months, we'll know. In a couple more months, we're going to know. I'm hoping that some of these drug tests will show even better. And do you want us to put this on a status check here in 6 weeks?
That would be great, Judge. He just wanted to slide her weekend into the Thursday to Friday instead of, but we understand.
Mom, do you work Thursday, Friday, or something like that? Is grandma up on those days? Well, the child goes to school.
I would love to take her.
who has this kid
Right?
all the time?
I would love to take her to school. She's failing. I would love my own.
I don't have any of the grades and stuff in front of me, and that would be an issue for trial at this point. The key is you would love to take her to school, but is your mother available for supervision? And your mother would be the one to take her to school.
Okay, with me, right?
Huh?
Right? I told you we'll get into that later. Let's just do one issue at a time. I know your child is suffering educationally, but this is not the time to get into that, Brianna.
Actually, if the child is suffering educationally, if the parties don't have notice and documents so that they can show otherwise, I guess they're on notice now on what they've got to prove.
Wow.
But okay. So why don't you and Mr. Harris work together and see if there's possibly a weekend that Dad can have? But what I can order is once the child is out of school, if Grandma is not working and Mom is not working, then I would like for Dad to have a weekend.
Hang on, who has the kid?
At least one weekend before we go to
I
school.
get you.
Mom. Who's got the
Sure,
kid?
I get you, Judge.
Different time.
Mom, you're breaking up so bad right now.
I'm sorry. I work all different times, all days of the week.
All right. Well,
That's what I do.
I don't want to cut your time short right now. I do not want to do that. So I want to make sure that we maximize the time that you can have. Okay?
I I work weekends is the hard, and that's
You
where I
work
make the most
weekends?
money. Some days,
She is
some
like-
weekends, not every weekend.
Guys, she's a teamster,
Okay.
works at the convention center. So her hours and days are subject to change without notice.
Well, then why isn't mom and okay? Mom needs to have her hours maximized. Dad, you want weekends, so why don't y'all discuss over the during the week? What days is best for mom. As long as grandma is off, you can change these days.
so
We
sad.
can benefit the child in every direction. I would love for mom to be available at all times, or the child to be available at all times. But I mean, she needs quality visitation with the child, Dad. So, are you using Talking Parents right now?
He refuses. He refuses.
No, you don't get to refuse. It's an order. At this point, it is an order to use Talking Parents. If you don't use Talking Parents, it can be used against you when it comes to custody. You will start communicating with the mother of your child.
Will do.
Okay, anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Harris, I'll try to prepare the order and I'll send it to you for review. Kurt.
Thank you.
All right. Uh-huh.
And I'll be.
So the current
Yeah, we're going to do
order
a status
for the
check in
trial.
about 6 weeks.
May 12th at 9 a.m.
We're going to come back May 12th at 9 a.m.
I have one question.
What's that, ma'am?
Okay. At options, I'm doing 2 randoms a week, and the
You don't
pot.
have to do it. Brianna, be quiet for a minute. That order is that you are going to be tested with random tests through ATI, not options, Brianna.
Yeah,
From this
yeah.
point on,
Let's
maybe
change that. We're going to let ATI do the random test now.
Thank you. I just wanted to clarify that.
All right, so we're going to have to redo the order through options to take out the random drug tests
Thank you.
because I don't want mom to have to pay quadruple.
Thank you.
All right,
That's great, Joe.
all right. Thank you,
Oh,
and
Lord.
I've got
Thank
my
you.
fingers
I'll prepare
crossed.
the order.
Muppet Lawyer seems to be a little bit testy himself. I'd actually like to find out a little bit about him. Wow. That was nuts. Okay. Yeah. Hang on. We have
All
a
right, good morning. We're on the record.
1.25
Case number D20617
one.
Simpson versus Maxwell. Mr. Harris, may I please have your appearance?
do we
Morning,
have-
Your Honor. Kurt Harris, firm 5354 on behalf of Gregory Simpson.
All right, welcome. Mr. Howard, good morning.
Sorry, this is only a 2-minute hearing. Is this straight after?
Mr. Howard, can you hear us?
Hey,
Hey,
We're not
Hey.
having
the
good
next
luck
one
with
the
Mr.
hearing only
Howard.
goes for 2 minutes. So let's see what happens.
I have seen him on previously while we waited, so I know he was there.
I know. We're first we were having problems with Ms. Maxwell. Now we're having problems with him.
Oh no,
Do we have a phone number for him?
maybe it's just a
Ms.
technological
Maxwell,
issue.
can you still hear us?
I can hear you and I can see you, but I don't think you can see me.
I cannot see you. You have no camera available.
Do we have a phone number?
damn it, Sean.
Okay, we're going to try and give Mr. Howard a phone call real
Sean
quick.
what?
I hope he's at the office considering he signed in.
Sean Howard.
Oh, hey, JMK.
He was
I
in his
just keep
office.
saying it's free.
Okay, all right. All right, we're going to go back on the record.
We're on.
All right, Mr.
Okay, 3
Howard,
minutes.
we've got you on telephone. Can I please get your appearance?
Oh, I'm sorry, Judge. Attorney Jack Howard, bar number 1885.
All right, welcome. Let's go ahead and get first things first. We've got a motion to withdraw by
The
Mr.
reason we're
Howard.
looking at her is because
Ms.
she
Maxwell, do you have any
was
objections to allowing him to withdraw?
censured by the Supreme Court. And the reason being there were several instances of her apparently going overboard as far as dealing with these family court matters she called some people a psycho. She said that she would take children away and have
Take them home with her.
Take them home with her. And she apparently did all these things because she was on some medication. And the Supreme Court told her, well, said in the censure document, they said that she would be required to do some training, some kind of training to manage her temperament, and that she was supposed to be taken off the bench for 30 days, but that was put on probation for a year. So based on whether or not she completed this training, etc. So really she's back there practicing. So we're having a little bit of a look at the way she behaves. We've seen some pretty bad stuff. We've seen some stuff that's more just her getting frustrated with people because of their actions more than anything. We can't decide whether we like her or not.
Yeah.
Kind of don't mind her, really.
I want to like her. I feel like I should like her, but then I feel like she's also kind of done bad things.
Yeah. No, I understand why she gets frustrated. Let's just say that. That last hearing isn't acceptable. No, not terribly. Not terribly. There were some moments in it, but I think that lawyer was out of line, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, he kept talking over her and trying to make a record which, as she stated, was definitely not his place to make that record. Like, the record he was trying to make was the place of an expert witness. And it was for trial, just like she said.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's just finish this little piece of it. It's only a couple of minutes.
Miss Maxwell?
She muted herself.
Now she's muted.
It's not quite sad, though.
She can't hear anything.
I don't want to keep watching all of these all the time because the family court stuff's so
Ask her if
sad.
she has any.
She's plugging her headphones directly in the modem.
Okay, let's see if that will work. This is a fun day on Blue Jeans.
I love this image of the empty courtroom. It's like,
Okay, ask her if she has any objections to us allowing Mr. Howard out of the case. If she does not, then we can call her.
why? Why are we looking at the empty courtroom?
There's more than one way to skin a cat, isn't there, Mr. Harris?
She left. She said she was
I'm here live, Your Honor. I'm not a cat.
There's more than one way to skin a cat, isn't there?
Absolutely, and I know that you'll know how to get it done, Judge.
I'm trying.
She's just
Okay.
Can you hear me, Judge?
This is going
Okay, she
nowhere.
did sign off on the substitution letting him go.
Do you not
They
get
both
that?
signed it and e-filed it.
No.
So, Mr. Howard, I'm going to go ahead and allow you to withdraw from the case.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You have a wonderful day, and it was great seeing you
I'm
again.
going to allow you to withdraw.
It's really quick, but I'm gonna pull this up.
Yes, sir.
What are you going to pull
All
up?
right, we're going
Hold on one sec.
Yeah, go.
Keep
Was it-
playing.
Okay.
to get Miss Maxwell on the phone now so that we can continue with the rest of it. And by the way, my JEA just got mad at me because I was talking about skinning cats. She goes, "We don't skin cats, we skin snakes." She's got a great sense of humor.
What's she drinking? Is that Mountain Dew?
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic.
Okay, this is not going good.
Should we go off the record?
Let's go off the record while we try to figure out how.
Okay. All right. What do you got?
I'm sorry?
Are you pulling some? Did you say you're pulling something up?
I am, but I haven't got it yet.
Okay.
Is
I've got a
this
20-minute one, so I don't really want to play it. So what
Okay.
is it?
No, then I'll just pull up what I have.
Okay.
One sec. There we go. can't believe you don't know what I was
We
talking
just-
about.
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm here live, Your Honor. I'm not a cat.
Oh, no, I do know about Not a Cat. What are you talking
Okay.
about? Of course I know about that, but we can watch it for fun. We can watch on Not a Cat for fun. Of course. What's this? Who's Depper?
Mr. Taunton, I believe you have a filter turned on in the video settings. You might want to.
Can you hear me, Judge?
I can hear you. I think it's a filter.
It is, and I don't know how to remove it. I've got my assistant here. She's trying to, but I'm prepared to go forward with it. I'm here live. I'm not a cat.
I can see that.
So sad.
I think if you click the up arrow next to this.
I can't believe it's real. I can't believe that really happened. That didn't really happen. It's got to be a setup. No way. No way did that happen. Nah. That was like, what, 3 years ago? Something like that. No, someone set that up. All right, I'm done. Hi, Young. How are you? Here for chat, watching Olympics. What's on the Olympics at the moment? What are you watching at this time of day? The Australians are doing really good. We're like 4th or something. I think. It's not too bad. Anyway, tomorrow, I'm doing my Is This Live catch-up chitty chat. Hey. Why am I so full screen? Where did he go? Where did he go? I don't like being this full screen. I'll be like this. Okay, so everybody, tomorrow. Oh, hello. How are you? He's a very happy boy. Yeah. Oh, did Sal freeze? Did he? Yeah, his internet lately. Actually, you know what it is? Speaking of cats, his cats keep just like pulling the cords out. They don't want him to stream. Oh, that's what he tells me anyway. Don't know whether it's true. So tomorrow I am doing, I haven't done this in a couple of weeks. I am doing my Is This Live chitty chat, and we might go members only halfway through. Don't know. Sometimes I decide to go members only halfway through, sometimes I don't. But either way, at the end, we go into the Discord and we have a cool chitty chat session where we all get into the chill zone voice channel. If you want to, you can talk with your voice. If you want to, you can use your just chat. If you want to, bring your camera down. No nudes, please. Well, maybe not till later in the night. And we can talk all sorts of things. So the discussion tomorrow is going to be loosely around outrage. Why do people get so outraged about things that don't even really matter to them, that aren't really their problem, including me? I've been a little bit guilty of being outraged this week, lately. Maybe I need to calm the fuck down. Hey? Maybe I need to calm the fuck down. Oops, hello. Come on. I was just saying that tomorrow I'm doing my chitty chat stream.
Okay.
Yeah. And the subject is outrage. So outrageous, egregious,
Paula's very good at that.
salacious, lewd. Who's what?
You're very good at that.
I'm not as good as some people.
Well, that's true.
No, there are some pretty outraged people.
Yeah.
Getting about. I could be better at being outraged, to be honest. People are so mad at who? Caleb Bumpus.
Yeah.
In the YSL trial
Really
for
mad.
some reason. I don't know much about that.
She did not do good testifying. Kind of looked bad
Yeah. See,
about
that's
the
other
ex parte
problem.
meeting.
I don't know really anything about the YSL trial, and I feel like if I feel like you need to have been following that for a while to really, you can't just like jump in to the YSL trial and understand it. So, and because I haven't been following it, I'm like, everyone else who has been is like having conversations about it. And I'm like the kid in the corner who's like, I don't know what you mean. So, and yeah, I think it was John who was in our Discord yesterday going, oh, you should say something about it on Hearsay for Days. And I hate it when I start to talk about something and then I'm like, people ask me questions and I'm like, I have no clue, especially something really involved like that. So I'm drawing the line on that one. That one's too intense. I can't just pick that one up. It's not, and with trials, you can start watching a trial like a day or two in.
Yeah. Just go ahead and start watching it a day or two in.
Yeah. This one started a year ago. So no.
Well, just start with jury selection. You'll be fine.
Yeah, sure. That's going to happen. Oh, Donna, you are. Bobby and I hate everyone equally. Yeah, same. She did fine. It's just that people wanted a bombshell and she didn't have it. She was focused on her client and being ambushed so she could not recollect everything.
Yeah.
Today was day 108. How are you guys keeping up with this? How are you? Have you been like watching bits of it and then like?
Yeah, I'm watching it every day.
You're watching every day.
Not the whole thing, but like, yeah, bits of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose it would be okay to watch if you're not going to be commentating on it.
Yeah.
Right. The problem is I can't commentate on it.
Yeah.
So it'd be cool to just watch a little bit of it here and there, and I do from time to time, sort of just pop into Nick's.
Yeah, I'm not nowhere near confident in talking
it's
about
when,
it.
I can't put it on Hearsay for Days, for example, because I just feel like I'm out of my depth commenting on it.
I get that.
That's all. Oh my God, FMM 2.0, my bestie, my bestie, Dina, darling, you are just a gift and you're giving gifts. 10 gifted memberships from Dina.
More.
Would
you like me to read them?
Sure.
Rocky Renee S. Shiraz Design. Crime and Tides. Kim Farnham. Mobilis. CJ's Crime Concepts. Sumi. Hospice Gis. Charlie were gifted memberships.
Thank you so much. Oh, you're just amazing. And I can't wait to have you back on the stream, Dina, when you've got time.
Yes.
When you get time. It'd be so awesome because we love having you on here.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dina. I just want to say Bumpus was testifying. Like, she's been on YouTube recently, started her own channel and was on like Kat's channel, Nick's channel. But when she was testifying, she was using the term unalived.
Really?
Yes.
Understand.
Several times. And the people started giving her shit. Like, oh, why? She's a lawyer. She can't use the real term. She's talking about a murder.
That's too funny.
And it's like, do you not get this? Like, and I'm just thinking about David telling me a story about one time with opposing counsel. He used, I think, self-delete with someone.
Self-delete?
With opposing counsel, and they just look at him weird.
It would be so funny is if they went, hang on, I have to do something on real life server. Oh, wait, was that on your alibi stream?
And I was just, the second I heard her say it the first time, I was just like, oh, this girl's trying to get used to YouTube.
Well, she's trying to make sure that no one gets struck, you see. Good for her. What a lovely lady she is.
And then people are giving her crap about it. And I was just like, good Lord.
Wow. Oh, that sounded like something May May would say. Who's May May? May May.
Oh, maybe she just wants to use a clip on her channel at some point.
Maybe she's preparing it in advance so she doesn't have to mute herself. Awesome.
It's going to be a lot easier.
That's awesome. Maybe she's a TikToker as well, because TikTok is way worse.
Yeah.
Right? So YouTube has actually gotten heaps better. We can say murder and all sorts of things on here now. I know years ago it was terrible, but TikTok is terrible. You can't say murder. You can't say anything just about, like, they'll stop you from rising up in the for your page or for you section. Their guidelines are terrible. I told my dad about YouTube terms. He literally said WTF. So anyway, tomorrow I'm going to do my chit chat stream, and it'll be about outrage. And you know what was interesting? When we did that stream about Sarah Boone and the guy, what's his name, mentor lawyer, visiting Sarah Boone at the jail and talking to her about how she actually really does want a lawyer. And we read out, well, Dali read out the comments on his stream in the angry man voice. People were outraged about the fact that we were reading out those comments, and he actually, I don't know whether that this is why, but he turned off his comments.
Did he really?
Yeah, his comments are off. Yeah. I know.
Sorry.
And he hasn't mentioned Sarah Boone since. He's gone back to talking about Adelson case. And someone actually said in my comment section, I watched the whole video until that guy started talking in that stupid voice about the comments. That's not the way to criticize. I know. And I was like, hey, each to their own. We like a laugh around here. So much outrage.
Hold on one sec, Hella.
Oh.
Can I need to know, what exactly did they say?
That was what they said.
My poor Fifis.
Your Fifis hurt. I'm sorry. Are you? Bron says, make comments about the angry comments about the angry comments.
Right? I stopped listening until that annoying angry man voice.
Right.
Less angry man.
Yes. Less angry man. It makes me so outraged. I'm so mad.
As you can see, I am clearly broken up about one of my first criticisms on YouTube.
I know. It's so outrageous.
Look, frankly, I don't even know why any of you. I don't like angry man voice. I think it's weird. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing.
Angry man voice. It's my favorite.
I don't know what I'm doing. I've never thought I could do voices before, so I'm just winging it.
Hey, Nikki, how's it going?
Hey.
The angry man part was the best. Okay, so this is what the chat's going to be about tomorrow. The stream's going to be out tomorrow. It's about why people just get so angry about nothing, right? Like, people just are so invested in this woman being given an unjust trial. Basically, they're so happy that she's getting her comeuppance for supposedly, like, writing these letters and wasting the court's time or whatever. They're so angry at her, and it's like, well, why do you really care? Like, it's not you.
Yeah.
And the whole idea of someone having a different opinion just makes people's blood boil. They can't handle it.
You better agree with me.
And to a point where this man who went and talked to Sarah Boone and put his opinion on his page, did the video about it, and very nicely he said he was extremely kind about the way that he presented his point of view. His people are saying, I'm unsubbing from you. I can't believe you let her manipulate you. La 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 la. Look what she did to George. Why do you have sympathy for her? And he never said he had sympathy for her. It's just people just get so outraged. They love outrage. People love outrage. Yeah. Anyway, angry yells in what? Simlish. Anyway, people really, really love to be angry. So anyway,
Absolutely.
That's what the chat is about tomorrow. Come along and give me examples. I don't just want to talk about Cerebrin. I want to talk about examples out. Oh my God, the Karen Reed thing.
Casey Anthony.
That's gone berserk. But people just get angry for fun. And sometimes I like to just poke a little bit and see how angry people will get for nothing. For just nothing. Hello, Sumi. How are you? Thank you so very much to the person who gifted the memberships. I wasn't online, so I missed it. Sorry. Oh, that was FMM 2.0. So Dina. And yes, she is probably still here somewhere. It's lovely to have you here, Sumi. You're a cute little piggy. Cute little piggy. Makes my awkwardness about voices makes it funny. Oh, you stop being so awkward, you awkward person. Anyway, I think that's
also
it.
Tomorrow at hey Lexi, how you doing?
See you.
Tomorrow at 5:30 Eastern, I am going to go over the state's response to the defendant's motion for a new trial. And if we have time, maybe a little bit about the other suspicious character on the set that was responsible for safety.
Other one.
Yes.
Which other one? Or are you not going to tell us?
It'll be a mystery.
Oh, a mystery.
Yes.
Really. It's not, hang on. It's not David Halls, is it?
Yes.
Oh. I think he's sus. He's very sus. He's way sus. I don't like him. I didn't.
There's so many people on the set that are just.
They're all sus.
Yeah.
He is trying to blame that Maisie woman or what's her name? I can't remember.
Oh yeah. The scene or script writer, I believe. She testified.
He's just getting in the interview and going, oh, I think she's up to something. And it's like, what are you, a narc?
They're all throwing each other under the bus.
Anyway, guys, we're going to raid Publicly Buzzed. They are doing another episode of Phil Spector. So that is on right now. Let's go. Oh, hey, Ronnie. We're just finishing up, but that's cool. We're going to go raid Publicly Buzzed. Everybody say Excited Utterance Raid or Hello Raid. Make sure you say hi to them.
Mr.
Let's go, guys. And I'll see you guys tomorrow on Dali stream at what?
5:30 Eastern.
5:30 Eastern. And then on my Chitty Chat stream, make sure that you're there and ready because we're probably going to go members only halfway through. And then we're going to have a lovely Discord chat afterwards and maybe a little bit of a watch party. So everyone's going to be team tomorrow. Justice for Sarah Boone. Justice for Brian Koberger. Justice for everybody. Justice. USA, USA. Australia, oi, oi, oi. All that stuff. And let's play the song. And it's Hella Wasn't Aussie is the music. That's how it goes, right? Don't hear anything else in there. No, there's nothing else in there. No, there's no other things. No.
Hella is not a Nazi.
No. Hella wasn't Aussie. She was a fake lawyer from the future. And make some live streams. Dances sometimes.